Hello YouTube, this is Taking Par here, and today we'll be solving the leaders in an array question. The question states, given an array A of positive integers, your task is to find the leaders in the array. An element of an array is leader if it is greater than or equal to all the elements to its right side. Also, the rightmost element is always a leader. Okay, so let's look at a sample example and then understand the problem even better. So for n equals 6, which is the size of the array A, we have the elements 16, 17, 4, 3, 5, 2. So the rightmost element is 2, and then it's always in the output because it's always a leader. And then since 5 is greater than 2, we also have it in the output. 3 is not greater than 2, 3 is not greater than 5, 4 is greater than 3, but then 4 is not greater than 5. Remember, 4 should be greater than all the elements in its right hand side to be in the output. But then since 4 is less than 5, we don't have 4 in the output. 17 is greater than all the elements to its right side. 16 is not greater than all the elements to its right side. 16 is lesser than 17. So 16 is not included in the output. Okay, so how we can probably solve this question is we can have two iteration points, that is I and j. We can run a nested for loop and then we can compute all the majority elements. But then we are expected to solve this question in big of n time and with a space complexity of big of n. So how we can probably solve this question is by iterating from the right hand side towards the left hand side and then keeping a maximum value as we iterate through. So that initially the maximum value is going to be 2, and then we'll be iterating from 5 to 16, and then we'll be checking if 5 is greater than 2, 3 is greater than if 5 is greater than 2 initially. If 5 is greater than 2, that is if the ith element is greater than the last element, then we'll update the maximum to the ith element, and then next we'll check the successive elements with the maximum value and then update the maximum and then add it to the result accordingly. So that's going to be our approach for solving this problem. So initially the return type is given as array as an array list, so we have to create an array list initially. So let's just go ahead quickly and then start coding. Array list of integer, let's name the output value as res. A new integer. And then since the rightmost element or the last element is always going to be inside the solution, we just simply need to add the lastmost element. And so once we're done with that, let's just check up one boundary case, that is what if the what if the array has only one element. So in that case, if n double equals 1, we just need to output the result just like that, since we need not make any comparisons. So we just need to return the array list just like that. But then if the array has more than one element, then what we have to do is just implement the logic that whatever we talked about. So start from the last. So for int I equals n minus 2, since the n minus 1 element is always going to be the maximum value, so we need not start from 2 eventually, we just need to start from 5 and then go all the way till 16. So before that, let's just create a value for max, which is going to be array of n minus 1, and then I is equal to n minus 2, I is greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus, and up inside that we're going to check if array of 5 is greater than or equal to the maximum value. If it is greater than or equal to maximum value, then we just need to update the maximum value. Max equals array of 5, and we just need to include the maximum value inside the result, which is this. And once after everything is done, we just need to return the resulting value, which is the res array. And I think we have pretty much solved the question. But then res.add appends elements to the rightmost side in Java. So we have to the output that you'll be getting for this program is 2, 5 and 17 for this input, but then you want 17, 5 and 2 as the output. So we just need to append all the elements to the at the beginning. We need to insert all the elements at the beginning, so we just add 0 comma maximum, since this 0 always mentions that it always makes sure that the element, that the maximum element you are appending to the resulting array is going to be at the beginning. And so that pretty much solves the question. So let's just go ahead and submit it. So this platform apparently takes a lot of time to check for the evaluation. Let's just wait. We've solved this question in big of n and big of n space complexity, but then it's giving us time limit exceeded. I'm really not sure why, so let's just go ahead and compile and check for the basic test case and understand what is giving us output. Okay, so for the basic test case we're getting the desired output, but then when we submit we're getting a time limit error. I think this problem is because of the internal Java's reading input. Probably if we solve this question in C++ or Python, not Python exactly, if we solve this question in C++, then maybe we get the desired result. So I really don't know, but then I think we have solved this question in big of n time complexity and big of n space complexity as given in the question. So, but then I hope you understand the logic behind this question. So probably if you have the same question up in a different platform, you can check out the same code and then see if it's working or not. So that's it from my side. Thank you. If you like this video, please make sure that you hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button, as it helps me grow. Thank you.